Welcome back. I'm Tonya from Tonya's Witchy Kitchen. And how are you doing today? We've had a boatload of storms lately. Last week was crazy. Just we actually had to leave our house because we don't have a basement, and we had the grandkids out here, and we had to go down to my brother. This tornado decided to come through. We were seeing the end of it, but a town like 20 miles away, if you go, how the crow flies, they got obliterated. Hail. We had hail, like my son's potato patch. It was a row of potatoes, a row of hail, a row of potatoes, a row of hail. It's crazy, but not too much damage, thankfully, on our end. My husband was kind of a little whiny about the hail, complaining about his oats and his hay crop, and I'm like, oh no, it's like, it didn't do that much damage. It's gonna come back from this. It's too early, and I know some of my flowers got obliterated, but it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, it's just been storm after storm after storm, and just crazy, crazy, crazy. I think everyone had a tornado. Like, there was at least 3 with tornadoes. We're not even in a tornado alley. But I guess it's the backlash of summer, But yeah, anyway, summer, isn't it? I have not gotten the garden weeded. I got my herb part weeded. I got my tomatoes weeded, and that's about it. My daughter's been so busy, she hasn't been out to help. Oh well, that's another thing. I'll just take the tiller in there and just mow a few rows over that we don't need. But how's your summer been going? Yeah. That's been my week. So anyway, today we're doing another Here Comes Summer soap. So 3 things: be kind, be forgiving, be you, and let's go check out our 3rd Here Comes Summer soap, Peachy-Oh. Okay, and to our soap, Peachy-Oh. So for the last couple years, I've been wanting to put a peach scented soap into my summer line, and I kept forgetting when it came around to be that time of year. So last year, after the summer season, I made a note for my summer soaps to put a peach scent in here. Now, I know Katie from Royalty Soaps, she does do a blend of 50-50 peach scents from Nature's Garden, but I decided I was just going to try this one, and it is Peach Perfect by Nature's Garden, and I actually like it. I really do. I wasn't sure if I would, because sometimes you put it out of the bottle, you always have to take that with a grain of salt, because sometimes those scents don't pull through all of them. But have to say, I was pretty excited about it. But as for colors, let's see, that must be, what is that? Tequila Sunrise? Nope, that's that's the white titanium dioxide. The green is a Kelly green from Brambleberry, and then the orange is orange marmalade from, nope, that's Tequila Sunrise. That's Tequila Sunrise. That one is orange marmalade from Nurture's Handmade. I always say homemade, but it's handmade. They should have made it homemade, then I wouldn't screw up their name all the time. But I was planning on doing a fancy, schmancy, weird pour. I really didn't know what I was doing, but it was super fluid, so I had plenty of time to mess around. But then it got a little thick. I think it did. Don't know if it was supposed to accelerate. I think there was some slight acceleration, but so it was gonna do a down the wall pour, and I did get to do this for a while. You already know where this is going, don't you? Which, it looks pretty cool. I think it would have turned out fine if I would have just kept going with my original plan. But, yeah. I do like the orange marmalade. That was a new mica I had just purchased, just because I wanted a nice orange. My orange is brambleberry orange and tequila sunrise, and then neon orange. Yeah, I guess I have orange vibrance too. Okay, so I have a lot of oranges, but I wanted that one because for some reason I have this fragrance oil called Tiger Lily, which is a natural fragrance oil, and I was thinking, aren't tiger lilies orange? But when you look at the picture on the website, it is a bright pink, vibrant lily. Although I'm pretty sure the tiger lilies that I have by my camper are orange, and they are tiger lilies. But whatever. Anyways, I wanted the orange because I was going to make a glycerin, glycerin clear transparent soap using that oil, but I just haven't done it, and I probably won't get it done because I was using that fragrance oil in my lotion. Yeah, so that was fun. See, all of a sudden it went boom and it started to set up. So then I decided I was just going to pour lines. Yeah, what the hey? Oh, I've been watching soapers on Facebook, because they have the short reels. The only thing I don't like, and I suppose they want you to follow them, that's the catch, is they do the pour and then they don't show you what it looks like. And I'm like, but I don't want to follow you, right? I just want to see your soap. I want to see the cut, But I mean, it's amazing how many are doing slabs and how many are doing, those big 5-pound molds. And I'm just like, wow, that's good for them. I think it's great. I really do. I have a niece. No, it's not my niece. It's my cousin's kid who is interested in making soap. And I told her, I said, well, if she really does want to do it, if she has any questions, just let me know. But she's a smart kid, so I think she'll figure it out herself. But here comes the hanger swirl, because that was a chunky, not quite as chunky as strawberry wine, but it was kind of a, big mess there going on. And that's what I did with the top. I told you I've been liking these chunky tops. But there was just so much of the top that we just did a nice swirl on down the sides, and I don't know what you call it. It's not the middle, but okay, and to our cut. It was popped, it was cured, and I still have some soda ash on top, which is really weird. I say that because sometimes when it's really thick, you don't get that soda ash on top, when you have a really thick top. But, yep, there's a little bit. These bars were super soft. I don't know if it was the fragrance oil or just the overall, blend of recipe and this, that, and everything else. But they were excessively soft, even though they sat for at least a day and a half in the mold. I don't know. But I mean, as far as execution goes, I think they're super cute. Really, look at that. I just like it when it's all over the place. And the hanger swirl, I think, was a very good idea to do at the end. I had no intention of doing it to begin with, but my batter accelerated a little bit faster than I was expecting, but they are still so pretty, like very, very pretty, and they do smell very, very good. It is Peach Perfection by Nature's Garden, not Peach Perfect. Must have had movies on my mind. Pitch Perfect. My husband loves that show. And of course, we cannot forget about the fragrance notes for these cute peachy bars. Here are the bars when I first cut them. And here are the bars when they are totally cured. A little more soda ash, but still so pretty. And as always, I hope you had a good time. Thank you for dropping by. And I will see you next time. God bless.